Today, we're going to be looking at my 20-gallon Paladarium. Don't go anywhere. Okay guys, we're looking at my 20-gallon Paladarium. Now I custom designed this Paladarium from scratch. This was a tank that I purchased off of Amazon, and when it arrived, the side panel over here on the right hand side was cracked. So I went ahead and I used plexiglass and 100% silicone, and I went ahead and sealed that side back off, but I didn't want to fill it up with water completely after that. Just didn't want to risk it. So I decided, let's make a Paladarium. I've always wanted a Paladarium. Not a 20-gallon Paladarium, but I've always wanted a Paladarium. So decided we'll go ahead, this will be my first experiment. So this is all silicone. There's foam underneath, and then these are all natural, real rocks, and 100% silicone. It's actually 4 pieces that make the waterfall. Back in here is a filtration system and a pump and a waterfall that comes down through there. The waterfall comes down through there and comes down in, and then I also have a little filter in the back underwater. You see it back there in the back. I have local guppies, local to the island of St. John here in the US Virgin Islands in the Caribbean. These are a local wild guppy. And they got all kinds of crazy colors. They're pretty. They're wild though. They're mixed up, that's for sure. So most of the plants that you see inside of this tank and this Paladarium are immersed growing aquatic plants. All the plants above the water here. And I'm going to take a little closer look with this camera. I'm going to get it off the tripod. And I'm going to stick it inside here. And I'm going to show you all these plants, and they're doing pretty awesome. Okay. We are inside of the Paladarium now here, and you can see the water's not running a lot. Normally I have a lot more water that runs down through here, but the pump, I probably need to replace it with a little bit stronger pump because I really need to move a little bit more water, but it's clogged up a little bit with some moss and algae and things like that. So we can look around in here at the plants. I have, this is S. ripens, Sterogen ripens here. And then this is going to be Indica rotella, the red stuff is, Rotella indica is the red stuff here. And then this green plant, well, that's going to be Bacopa. You got a mixture of Bacopa. The shiny stuff is the Bacopa. You can tell that right there. And then this other plant is something local to the island. I tried to keep it local at first, and then I just really wanted to get it really thick. So I ended up giving in and putting immersed plants. And you can see this one here. I just put this in here not too long ago. This is a Hygrophila angustifolia, and it's doing really nice. It's blowing up. It was buried, it was hidden back behind this piece of wood, and then it just blew up. There's some more S. ripens there. You see some Liquidia ripens here, the Liquidia, and I keep cutting that and stuffing it back into the substrate. So I have substrate back here behind the wood there, and I have substrate up here in a little like flower bed area in there as well, with the waterfall in between. And I just like that I used all real rocks. And then if you really just get underneath here, you can see these guys, and they're pretty happy, but they're really only in about 6 gallons of water maybe. So I do lots of water changes, and I'm starting to pull out fish because I don't want it to be overpopulated. But the camera doesn't do it justice. But for 20 gallons, you know, you can do a Paladarium in 20 gallons. This is proof of it. And use a lot of aquatic plants. I have Java moss, and there's also Riccia fluitans. If I can get a shot of it without dropping the camera in the water. This is Riccia here, and then you see this is Java moss here on top. So they're both growing on this piece of wood. And this is the Bacopa moneri, but I also have mixed in here is some Bacopa that I found locally here. Now, I don't know how local it is, I don't know how it got in this gut, but I found this whole patch of what looked to be like Bacopa moneri, but I'm not for sure. I have to take it to like the university here and get someone to look at it and let me know. But I also have a little bit of Spanish moss here. There's a little bit of Spanish moss in here to see how it will do. I did have some bromeliad like air plants in here, but it's way too much of an immersed environment, way too high of a humidity, and they'll just rot. What's really cool here, I'm trying to keep this video short, but if you look underneath here on the wood, I actually went and collected moss off of another tree out in the wild, and I transplanted it onto here, and it was a lot less than this. It is spreading and it is growing, so that's kind of cool. I think this moss likes a little bit more of an arid environment though, so I don't know how good it's gonna grow, but it is surviving in here. But I'm having fun with it. I had to make use of this tank. I didn't want to waste it. You know, I wasn't gonna just throw it away. Amazon had really good customer service, and they went ahead and refunded me for it and said, don't send it back, we don't want broken glass. And I smiled in my head and went to the hardware store and got a sheet of plexiglass and silicone. So I hope you guys like it. Just showing you that you can do a Paladarium in a 20-gallon tank. Thank you guys so much for watching. You know, it was just a little video. I wanted to give you a little glance at my Paladarium there. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you to all my subscribers out there that I already have. I really do appreciate it. If you're not subscribed already and you do really like this content, you want to see more, go ahead and click on that subscribe button down below. Don't forget to like, comment, and share. And remember, guys, remember, keep your tanks clean, your fish fed, and have fun.